everybody, it's Miss Hildreth, and I know I'm not in the picture, but this is basically going to be a video audio version of your assignment for day 3. So if you go to the slideshow and you're working on this, there's actually a video that will explain the directions. So you can click on the video right here and it should explain, it should work. If it doesn't, you know your teacher. And then you're going to complete slides 9 and slides 10. Now, most of slide 9, the questions 1 through 7, you're going to find here. On slide 10, you may have to go back to the Get to Know Greece. And so I know some of you don't like to read very much. So this is a video that actually reads and discusses it for you. So you can just sit and listen and help find the answers. Okay, so we're going to jump back to the first page. We're going to go to Greece, geography. Greece is situated in the south central corner of the continent of Europe. Although Greece is a peninsula, and remember, a peninsula is surrounded by water on 3 sides: the Ionian Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Aegean Sea. The country of Greece still has 4 direct neighbors and another one that is relatively close. Greece is the 97th largest country in the world and is roughly the same size as the state of Florida, another peninsula. Just over 10.5 million people call Greece home, and 1/3 of those people live in or around Athens, the capital. Other big cities are Thessaloniki. I know I messed that up. In the north, Petra or Petras and Peloponnesus Peninsula. If I mess those up, I apologize. The majority of Greece has a Mediterranean climate with hot, dry summers and mild but wet winters. Yet, since 80% of Greece is mountainous, in the northern areas, they do experience more of an alpine climate with cold, wet, and snowy winters. Greece is home to many volcanoes. They are active volcanoes, but they have remained quiet for some time. In fact, the island of Santorini, seen in the picture at the beginning of the slideshow and known for its blue and white houses, is home to a decade volcano, which is known for its large and destructive volcanoes. Greece's location next to the straits and the sea, which led into the Black Sea, make it strategic location for shipping and trade. Yet Greece has had numerous economic troubles over the past decades. Okay, so you're going to come over here and you're going to answer these 7 questions. On what continent is Greece located? Number 1. And you're going to come over here and you're going to click in the answer box. Okay. Number 2, how many direct neighbors does Greece have? Number 3, what bodies of water surround Greece? Number 4, which U.S. state does Greece resemble in size? 5, which island in Greece is home to the decade volcano? Number 6, how many people live in or around Athens? And number 7, how much of Greece is mountainous? So, those are your questions. You're going to find your information here. Okay. Now, slide 10. This is a little bit of get to know more about Greece. So, you're going to answer you're going to fill in the blanks to complete the little story. So, you're going to come over here to get to know Greece. Get to know Greece geography. Okay, so Greece is located on the continent of Europe. It is in the south central portion of the continent. So, Europe, here where the purple circle is. Okay, surrounding water. Greece is a peninsula, which means it is surrounded on 3 sides by water. Those 3 seas are the Mediterranean Sea, the Ionian Sea, and and the Aegean Sea. Okay, so you see Ionian, Aegean, Mediterranean, which you should have. And if you look, here's Europe, and there's the green is Greece. So if you filled in your maps, then you will remember that you should have dragged and dropped the Ionian, the Aegean, and the Mediterranean seas. Okay, so Greece has 4 neighbors. They are Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria, and Turkey. Italy is also very close to Greece. It is just across the Ionian Sea. So, this, even though they don't have the sea, the Ionian would be right here. Islands. Greece is made up of thousands of islands. Although numbers vary, it is often said that there are 3,000 islands in Greece, but that people only live on 227. Okay, so you have Corfu, Zante, Peloponnesus, Lesbos, Chios, and Rhodes are the ones, and Crete. Crete's probably the most famous and the one we'll talk about the most. Okay, so now we're moving on to mountains. 80% of Greece is mountainous, but there were two mountains that were more important than any others during the ancient times. The first one, of course, we've all talked about and heard about is Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus was considered the home of the gods. Number two, Mount Parnassus was located outside of Delphi, which is number two, where the Oracle of Delphi resided. It was also sacred to the god Apollo. Think about what an oracle is. We talked about that. That was one of our vocab words. Fun fact, the Vicus Gorge is the third deepest gorge. George, sorry about that. That's what I get for reading too fast and not thinking. So, the Vicus Gorge, which is number 3 right here, is the third deepest gorge in the world. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's our mountains. Climate. Most of Greece has a Mediterranean climate, hot, dry summers, cool, wet winters. North Greece has an alpine climate, also called a mountainous climate. Temperatures are always cool or cold. There is often rain or snow. Okay, so now our agriculture. Between Olympus and Mount Parnassus, there is a large central plain, and that was the orange dot that you circle, the orange circle that you should have drawn or dragged a orange star to. So, um, in Greece, that is good for growing crops. Grains, vegetables, herbs, and orchards all exist in this area. But Greece is also is most known for their olives and their grapes. City states. Now, think about what a city state is. That's one of our vocab words, right? So, the Athens. This was the wealthiest and most powerful city state. So, Athens is right over here. It was the birthplace, of democracy and was home to over 250,000 people. Athenians valued theater, philosophy, art, and education. And we're going to go into more detail about Athens as we're studying. And we're going to actually compare Athens and Sparta. And then you're going to decide which one that you want to actually live in if you were living in ancient Greece during that time. Okay. So we had democracy, we had city state. Those are another two of our vocab words. Sparta was the main competitor to Athens. So Sparta's down here, Athens is over here. You notice they would have to travel by water, right? To get from one of the cities to the other city states. They valued bravery, toughness, and conquest. Boys began military training at the age of 7. Men lived in military barracks even when married, and women were the farmers back at home. So, um, Sparta was a very different place to live compared to Athens. Now, the women are probably thinking, the girls are probably thinking, oh, then maybe it would be easier for the women to live in Athens. After you read more about what life was like in both, you may change your mind. Okay. So, two of the major cities, Athens. Athens is the capital of Greece and is the largest city in the entire country by far. Despite being around for more than 3,400 years, Athens is a modern metropolis. Okay. Thessaloniki, I think that's how, Thessaloniki, with a population half the size of Athens, Thessaloniki is the second largest city in Greece. It is famous for beaches, hip nightlife, and huge ports, which you can see you've got water on this side and water on this side. So Patras, Patras. On the Peloponnesus, Patras, oh my gosh, I'm struggling tonight. Sorry about that. Is the third largest metropolitan area. It's home to many colleges. So right up here. And if you notice, it's got water too. So all of our major cities have water on some side of it. Okay. And the last is the flag of Greece. The cross represents Eastern Orthodox Christianity, the official religion of the nation. Although some say the blue and white represent the sea and the sky, the 9 horizontal stripes have been said to stand for the 9 syllables in the Greek phrase freedom or death, the 9 letters in the Greek word freedom, or the 9 muses from Greek mythology. So that is the PowerPoint. So kind of read it for you, kind of gave you a little bit of insight. So you can either read it yourself or you can listen to me. And then you're just going to go and you're going to look. Greece is located on the continent of, and it told you in the slideshow. And I think it mentioned it at the beginning of this little information. Um, it is in the south blank portion of the continent. So you're going to look and you're going to find the answers. You're just going to click on the little text box, type your answer in there. So if you have any questions, please ask or email me. If not, have a wonderful day.